For those of you who follow my channel for quite some time, you'd know that I managed to get more than 200,000 dirhams. I think it's around $50,000 or more than that. I managed to get that amount of money from different sources or different people, and they gave it to me for free and they never asked it back. So people find it very hard to believe. They're like, this is bullshit, man. But it's a fact. If you want to believe, it's up to you. I got that kind of money for free and they never asked it back. So now the question is, how the hell did you manage to do that? See, if you follow my story, that video where I tried to commit suicide 2011, you can just type Loy Machedo suicide video 2011, but it'll be restricted. Not everyone will be allowed to view it. It is a simple vlog where I actually outline the part where I was going to commit suicide because I lost everything. But anyway, managed to give myself a second chance and I came back. But after I came back, I had no money, no place to go, nothing to eat, no friends, no connections. When you don't have a job and you don't have anything, nobody's there. So from there, from that nothingness, I managed to get free food, free shelter, free place to stay, free car. And the biggest of all, among everything else, was 200,000 dirhams people gave me and they never asked for it back. Now the question is, how in the world did I do it? What did I say? Was there a technique? And then the second part of this question is, okay, Loy, people helped you for free. They gave it to you for free. So now why don't you help others for free? I'll answer that as well. Okay, so let's focus on first things first. How or why did I get the 200,000 for free? Now, I'm very sure after I post this video, there will be many people who will send me private messages, which have been quite a number of them. Please, sir, help me for, and then they'll say the reason. My mother is dying, father is dying. I want to complete my education. I want to borrow and I'll pay you back. I'm doing it because of whatever reason. And some are genuine, some are questionable, and some even send me photographs of their father or mother in the ICU. And there was one, even lately I got one. Guy from Africa wanted $5,000 to complete his education. He sent me the certificate, everything else. Okay. But now here's the thing. Why is it that people help me but I'm not helping others? In fact, why did someone want to help me in the first place when I told them, I cannot pay you back? Here's what you need to think. Now, obviously, you should be good at communication. If you don't know how to talk, you'll never get your point across. So I knew what I was talking and I knew how to say it. And I practiced before going there. That's number one. Number two is, I put myself in their shoes. And I asked myself, let's assume someone comes and asks me money. I'll say no. But what would make them say yes? Now, generally people give you money only if they get something of value, right? So what is it of value that I can give them? So I try to figure that question out. What is it of value can they get? Now, obviously, I didn't have anything other than the gift of the gab, a few training programs that I knew about, few things here and there, branding, ideas, concepts. Okay, that's what I could offer them. Most of them didn't need it. Okay. And by the way, I also wanted an iMac, I wanted software, I wanted so many things. A table, a chair, internet connection, car, all that was provided. And I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you, the element of luck is very important. Because you need to be the right person at the right place, right time. And I was obsessed about this idea that someone will help me. By the way, do you even know this? I don't know if I told you. Tony Robbins, senior manager, I even managed to get all the educational material from Tony Robbins for, I think, a staggering 60% off. I shared with him my dream. I told him what I wanted to do. Told him I didn't have money. So I said, please, what can you do for me? I will pay. I'm not asking for free. But please do something. And I said, I'll buy everything. So they gave me at a staggering 60% off. I can assure you, if you go the list price, they will never reduce it for their DVDs, the physical DVDs, physical books. They'll not reduce it. I managed to speak to the product line manager. Give me a 60% off. I did this with all the other speakers, coaches. Even there were coaches doing programs in UAE. None of them offered anything for free for anyone. But for me, they gave me, in some cases free, some cases 50%, some cases 10%. But I would never stop. So because number one, communication skills. Number two, I had a strategy in mind. I put myself in their shoes. What can I give them of value? And different people, it was different things. There was no one size fits all. And there was no one communication line or one email or one standard letter. Every one was customized. And I would spend hours and hours thinking what to say, what to write, how to present. Then came the actual meeting. It showed your practice and all that. And finally, it was, once they did pay the money, whatever amount, I would show them results. And I'll tell you, this went on until I managed to get back on my own 2 feet. Now you'll be like, hey man, what about the template? If there was one template, this one email, you send it to everyone, don't you think the entire world would have had it by now? People would forward it and send it, like how they send a formal letter template or resume template. Every single person is different. If there is a man, it's different. There's a woman, it's different. Someone who's in their 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, it's all different. Foreigner, say Westerner, Easterner, different. Arab, different. Someone who's Muslim, Hindu, Christian. All this data you need to munch and process. Someone who large organization, small organization. Someone who is, drinks alcohol, does not drink alcohol, socializes, doesn't socialize. So many variables to consider. And I would be obsessed about each and every person. Some people, and I'll tell you, if you send an email, nothing is going to happen. If you just forward it, nothing is going to happen. You have to personally go meet them face to face. Some people will give lots of talk. God will bless you. I'll pray for you. Don't worry, I'll be there for you, but not today. You should know the art of how to ask. That takes practice. So unlike most of the people who send me an email unsolicited and just a conversation, it doesn't work that way, man. No, there is a method to the madness. Hours and hours of analysis and writing, rewriting, redrafting, memorizing, knowing what to say, how to act, how to dress. It's a strategy. I'm not saying that you have to fake it or con them, but even con artists, they have a strategy. You can't just go, I want some money, please help me. I'll not pay you back. No, it doesn't work like that. So that is how I managed to get 200,000 dirhams to start my career. Free food, free stay, free. Now the question is, okay, Loy, you managed to do it. You got it for free. How about sharing the blessings with others? Okay. I do share the blessings with others, but not to every Tom, Dick and Harry who sends me an email or a message or a WhatsApp. There are individuals who have purchased some things, I don't want to mention what it is, or in some cases handed them money. It's no point if I tell you what I've done. But it has never happened because of an email, never happened because of a random unsolicited call. And obviously they may not know the strategies I used to follow because there's no one to guide them. But I use my discretion and I decide. Have I made mistakes? 100%. There have been people who I genuinely thought were genuine and they turned out to be utter disasters. There are people who have conned me also, and I've lost a lot of money also. But then again, I'm a human being, I'm learning, right? Okay. So now, what is a tip I could give you where you could also achieve your goal or your dream? Means considering you're sincere. Now, I can't make out if you're sincere or not sincere. But first one is, every single person whom you target, the approach has to be unique. Emails don't work. Phone calls don't work. You have to personally meet, and obviously you have to have a recommendation or reference to, build credibility. You can't just randomly show up at someone's doorstep. The second one is you have to analyze their data. Is he married? Is he single? Does he have many children? Few children? Does he have no children? Hindu, Christian, Muslim? Has he traveled the world? Is he known for something? How much can he give you? You should even know why should he give you and what can you offer him of value. Now, obviously, someone better off than you doesn't need you. But there is always something of value you can offer. So what is it? Just like an employer employs someone and they end up doing some work, there's something of value, right? Okay. And then comes the communication part, written and verbal, for which you cannot improve on it unless you have experienced years and years of expertise and you practice the craft. In my case, by that time, I think I had dedicated, 15 years. 15 years or so into this art. So I had an upper hand. I knew how to say it, what to say, when to say. And yes, I would constantly practice and perfect my script. What will I say? How will I say? How will I write? Okay. And then obviously you make sure that the execution is perfect. Whether it was looking at yourself in the mirror or later on through the video camera. And finally, it all comes down to achieving results. You can, I'll tell you it, and it's going to be the hardest thing in the world. To make someone part with their money is almost an impossible task. It's not at all easy. It will take you hours and hours and ages, and maybe in the end you will not succeed. Maybe in the end it's nothing. So that also takes a lot of effort and time. You need to have a thick skin where you can accept rejection, because rejection is very painful, very discouraging, and people will even avoid you. Mind, keep that much in mind. Once you start achieving, once you start embarking on this journey of asking people money, favors, and they will just shut you out and you lose whatever friends you have. In fact, they will start talking shit about you and your name will ruin and spoil. So be prepared for that also. So yeah, end of the day, remember there is the plus, there is the minus, and every action has a price to pay. So if you are willing to be shut out from society, be laughed at, mocked at, and have doors shut on your face, maybe sometimes permanently, then embark on this journey. And the failure rate will be very high. Your success rate can be less than 2% or even 1%. But if you are committed to it, I can assure you, you will find success where you least expect. One final thing I'll tell you. A lot of people who give you sweet talk, lots of them, they will show you their true colors. And it'll be very shocking. You'll not be able to digest it. I think that for me was the revelation that I was like, I thought this person would help me. Whom you think will help you will not at all help you. They will just leave you out to dry. And I think that would be a turning point for you. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree, whatever you feel. And once again, this is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.